Fine, I'm down. I can't see. Need to go.
Welcome everyone to the social van. Feeling kind of sick of the bullshit. So here they are, reppin' C+, ready to turn every podcast to dust. So sit down and shut the fuck up, cause when in doubt, fuck your couch. Welcome everybody to the social van. Yeah!
We have you on a leash now, so guess what, boy?
Yeah, boy. Hey, we got some Dutch bros. Dutch bros in the house. I said this is a blended Red Bull.
Yeah, that was a blended Red Bull back there too. Oh, yeah, that's a blended Red Bull, bro.
It's pretty tasty, and you know what's so funny is I was somebody who was so on Monster's dick. Like you remember drinking all the Monsters and shit, and I was like, I'll never drink Red Bull. Red Bull's for douches. And now I'm over here like, oh, Red Bull.
Do you see me? Do you see me saying anything?
Oh my
Douche.
goodness, douche bull. You douche, you douche bull.
You fucking douche boy.
You
You ain't the big head boy no more. You ass douche boy. You shit it's a sell-out motherfucker. Don't drink the Monster anymore. I don't drink none of that shit no more, man. Remember I was all on the other one. They said it was all natural.
Bang.
Bang. Oh, fuck, folks. I was on Bang like coochie.
I can't do Bang no more.
Neither can I.
It's like, because I switched over to Red Bulls, and they now give me that real nice buzz, but they don't make me sick. They don't take me up too high. You know, it's a right mellow of caffeine for me. But then, like the other day, my homie, he was stocking, and he's all, yo, man, I got some Bang. And I was like, ah, shit. And he's like, I got an extra can, son. And I'm like, let's do it then. And I was just like, I took like a few sips, bro. Like my eyes were like, boop.
Did you get sick?
Yeah, and I was like, oh god. I started shaking too, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's been a long time since I had a Bang. God damn, this is why I understand they use these for more working out than they do for your average wake up, caffeine rush. Like, them motherfuckers are strong.
Yes, they are. I used to drink that shit and go to OTF, and I'd be good, but I'd still be wound up and stuff like that. And then I'm like, I gotta do some extra. I gotta do more. I did more. I threw the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
So I had to quit that shit.
Never was into Rockstars though.
Ugh. I remember the first time I tried the Rockstar. It was my first and last time. That shit was nasty. I was like, how do people drink this shit? I just don't understand how you even drink that shit, man.
What, Red Bull?
Any energy drink.
I don't know. I prefer it over coffee. You've known this for a long time. It's just something about coffee that it probably will change when I keep working at Starbucks. Everyone keeps on telling me, you know what I mean?
It's going to change. It's going to drink. If anything, you're going to be going to piss more. Because it's a diuretic. You're going to be going to go piss like no other.
And for me, like, Red Bulls get expensive. And the ones I usually like are $5 a piece. Like the big old boys. And lately I've been like, well, I can get a coffee at work, and that's free energy right there to get myself going. Or I can go spend $5 on a Red Bull, and spend $5 on a Red Bull. And I was like, that shit adds up. That's like $25. No, it's 7 days a week, so $35 a week on Red Bull.
Go for it.
Just coffee then. Fine, I'll drink the fucking coffee.
Coffee, that's right. Oh, we forgot something.
What?
This is Big Daddy coming at you, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is K&B, the Sexy Ninja.
You listen to the Social Vent
Podcast.
That's right. I almost said Social Vent Reboot.
You went back to the reboot.
Boy, came close. I'm like, God damn, I ain't gonna say that no more because we already had so many. You guys shouldn't say that.
Well, I like our new, it's not new anymore, but welcome to the Social Vent Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, it's Kyle Martinez Bahi and Philip Magaya, and we are the Social Vent.
Shit. I was listening to some of those old ones the other day up in class just because we had to keep silent. And I was like, God, we fucking sound corny as shit.
We sounded corny as shit. And especially when I was like,
I was like, God damn. Also, you know what?
What?
Shudder.com.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and get out the way.
SHUDDER
/podcast. You enter this special code
C+.
That's CPLUS, and you get how many days free after that?
30, motherfucker.
And then 30 days after that free is up,
$5 make you holler.
That's right. And they have been coming out with some good shit, folks. I'm serious.
I just told them about this movie I watched too.
Good.
Remember?
This time again.
Oh.
Yeah, because Shudder.com is coming out with some good stuff. I mean, they're in it to compete with Netflix, all these other apps, because they know what's coming. We're gonna go on another fucking lockdown. I feel it. I just feel it. So Shudder's gonna give us some apocalyptic play type of new movies.
Well, that's what this movie was. That's what this movie was. They were on Zoom doing a seance because they were on lockdown because of COVID. So that's why they were doing this movie, doing this seance because they were at home and they're on Zoom and they mentioned the COVID thing a couple times. So I was like, I was wondering when Hollywood was going to finally start making movies based in this pandemic, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy is hot again.
Yeah, they announced that they are going to do a story with COVID involved. So, the nurses and whatnot dealing, it's a medical show, so how can you not do a medical show to have COVID be a thing, a part of a storyline?
Exactly. Got to have it.
So it's like I knew Hollywood was gonna bank on it though. It's just like
sooner or later.
It's like I hate saying this, but it's like as soon as 9/11 happened, we all know where we were. Sad day for America. Crazy. A lot of people lost a lot of lives. But I was like, I'll tell you, maybe in a couple years they're probably gonna make a movie on this.
They're gonna make a movie, and it's gonna have the most patriotic fucking song on there.
And they made a movie, and the movie was called World Trade Center with Nick Cage, and he sees Jesus at the end, and...
Well, Nick Cage is in every fucking thing nowadays.
Yeah, well, shit, man, motherfucker's got to pay back his debt. You heard about him selling off all his castles in Ireland and England and shit like that?
No.
Yeah, he spent his money more than he should have. If you know what I mean.
Oh, so in other words, he got hip hop rich and became rapper broke.
Yeah, very very fucking quick.
There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, getting hip hop rich and becoming rapper broke is like a new trend.
Oh yeah, that's what he did. He went and bought castles and this and that. And it was one of those things where now that's why you see him on every fucking movie poster. He's taking roles like up the ass because he's got to pay that debt.
He better. See, okay, so that probably explains why Superman would have been his bankroll out of debt because, yeah.
But then it didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't happen.
I don't know. I still wish we could get that movie, but if we can get that movie in the aspects of an animation, I think that would be cool.
I would like to see Nick Cage as an alternate realm Superman. That would be fun. But him being that old grizzled ass, Kingdom Come. Oh
no, they already gave Kingdom Come to Brandon Routh.
No, they can do it again.
No, I want Brandon Routh as Kingdom Come Superman.
No.
I was so happy when you told me they're like, hey bro, they're bringing back Brandon Routh as Superman. I was like, oh, what?
And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, that was not a suit. The muscle suit?
Yeah.
That was not a muscle suit.
That was all him.
That was all fucking him. And before you fuckers who don't work out say, oh, those are steroids. Motherfuckers, no. That was no steroids. He went to the same guy who trained, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
Corey Calais?
Yeah.
He trained him. He trained him for that shit. And boy, yeah, Brandon was... It was funny because they had to tailor suits so he wouldn't look so big because he still had to play the Atom.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do it.
Well,
bro.
you remember when
funny.
he was cast and when he donned the suit, like he wasn't muscular. He was like kind of like
he was toned.
He was like Christopher Reeve built. Like Christopher Reeve wasn't six-pack fucking abs and whatnot, looking like Henry Cavill, and you know what I mean?
No, he was just a big guy who he was like 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 barroom brawl big. Yeah, he was like barroom brawl big.
What do you think of Superman Returns? I love that movie.
You know what? The premise was good, but it just kind of felt like a rehash of all the damn movies, and I got disappointed. I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep in the movie theater.
I did. I was on screen. But you know what sucks though? It's one of those things too where that movie has Bryan Singer attached to it with all his bullshit going on, and that movie has Kevin Spacey in it with all his bullshit going on, and it's like you go in public. I'm like, I love Superman Returns. Oh well, you're a piece of shit like Bryan Singer and fucking Kevin Spacey. I was like, I just like the movie. I don't like those two. You know.
People need to quit being so fucking triggered. Matt, okay, let's switch gears for a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about triggered motherfuckers.
You like to trigger them.
I know. I don't like triggering them.
But you do trigger them.
I do trigger them, and I only realize half these motherfuckers have triggers the way they do. I'm like, goddamn. Okay, I just farted. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, it's so gross. It's a biological function. I'm sorry. But then I'm not, because I'll do it again. I hear last night's tamales there. Motherfucker. No, it's disgusting how many people, especially in our nerd world, who are triggered by shit. Take you for example. We're gonna talk about your ass for a second.
God, here we go. What is it now? What? This is a long fucking list.
Exactly. Let's talk about Comicsgate.
Oh, God damn it! I'm not like we talked about this before. I'm not with Comicsgate. I just want to read my comic books.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And see, that triggers you. You just want to read your comic books. But here's what pisses me off about Comicsgate people. All the motherfuckers who just found out who were part of Comicsgate found out about The Last Ronin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books coming up. Everyone's banning IDW because IDW backs Comicsgate, supposedly. But now all those people who say fuck Comicsgate and IDW are now saying, well,
The Last Ronin looks like a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, so bad. Well, I guess I'll get it just this one last time. No, don't be bitches. If you're gonna stand by your fucking word, don't be a bitch. Make sure I get my goddamn copy. Fuck you motherfuckers. I want my shit too. See, I'm getting triggered.
Yeah, and like
that's what we're talking about, folks.
No, this is a good thing because I didn't have an argument, but I commented on somebody's post, and he's a very good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put nameless for now, just because I don't want people to go blow him up. But he messaged me. Well, he didn't message me. He put a message on Facebook, and I never interact with anybody on Facebook. Either a like, or share something for the C Plus Studios page, and that's about it. But I never comment on anything. So he put up like, oh, I hate that they made, Captain America, Hydra, and blah, 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 blah. You know what? He went on his little rant, and I just like, did you even read the comic book? And he's like, no, I didn't read it. I was like, it's actually a pretty fucking good story. And I was just like, it was a build from this point, from Standpoint, all the way to Secret Empire. It was a huge. This is why Marvel's biggest arc, from point A to point B, with Steve.
Yeah.
And spawning one of my favorite Captain America runs with Sam Wilson, dealing with being a black Captain America in a fucking white America. And he was just like, oh, well, that's cool. And I was just like, I know. So I'm not being this is no politics, no bullshit. I'm just saying creatively, this is something that I gnaw on the bone of this shit, And he was just like, oh, okay, he goes, you like what you like? I was like, yeah, I like what I like. I'm just saying, I just don't like people like, oh, I hate this. Okay, why? I fucking hate it. It's like, okay, why?
I've been getting a lot of that with another book that people haven't read, and I'm currently I'm reading it right now.
Was that the
white?
White Fragility.
White Fragility.
I almost said White Virginity.
Shit, might as well fucking be shit.
White virginity. I was like, wait, that's not it.
That's not even the fucking word, right? Virginity. Virginity.
I did the same thing the other day. We had these things called confetti cookies, because they're basically sugar cookies with sprinkles. And for some odd reason, I was helping put away the order, and I was like, all right, Confederate cookies. And then my coworker's like, what the fuck? How do you make cookies racist?
A Confederate? How the fuck you make Confederate cookie? Easy, motherfucker. You painted up shit.
Oh, it just became a big joke because I was just like, yeah, I was like, that was my bad. I was like, I couldn't fucking read it. I was like, Confederate cookies.
See, that's what I mean. People, the fucking triggers. Boy, that would be chapter 5 in White Fragility. It's amazing just how, it's funny because on her podcast, Miss D'Angelo, I always forget her first name. I just call her Miss D'Angelo, the writer of the book. She actually talked about media entertainment interacting with white fragility nowadays, and she made a case in point about Captain America with Sam Wilson. She goes, you would have thought that goddamn World War III erupted, and she's like, man, she goes, I don't get it. She goes, are people that damn triggered nowadays by about supremacy, about who's in charge, about who needs to be in front? She goes, it scares me. She goes, because I honestly feel that sometimes that us as white people, we need to be counting our blessings. And the person who was on there with her was like, okay, tell me why I should count my blessings about
being white.
about being white. She goes, because the people of color decide that they want revenge. She goes, damn, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, and I never thought of it that way, and it never crept into my mind until that damn day. Like, okay, that reminds me of a movie that came out in the 90s, White Man's Burden. And this was reverse, folks. It was, what if Black America was in charge and white folks were the minority?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know why when you said that movie's name, you know what racist movie fell in my head?
Which one?
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
I think it's just because I heard that movie the other day. So I was talking about a podcast. And I was like, oh, Soul Man, you talk about racists.
I thought you were talking about the brother from outer space. I'm like, no. Did you?
Meteor Man.
Oh my God.
I love Meteor Man.
Man.
Man, I had everybody in that fucking movie, man. I think Wesley Snipes was in it.
Wesley Snipes was even in it.
Yeah.
Everybody was in that motherfucker. But it's so damn crazy nowadays that, in this world we live in, racism has become the new Hollywood storyline. And trust me, Hollywood next year, the movies that they announced that they got coming out based on racism alone, woo!
Bro,
it's gonna be nuts.
The thing too is like, that's why sometimes Hollywood really makes me mad, because there'll be a movie. This is just an example. So if anybody gets mad, fuck off.
Fuck off.
It's like
speech, First Amendment.
Yeah. Avengers Endgame deserved more than just, oh, it looks pretty, oh, it costume designs. That deserves some motherfucking writing awards. That deserves some acting awards. That deserves like the whole shebang. But because it's Hollywood, they're like, well, we'll pick the movie about racism being, the lead. And it's just like,
it was stupid. That was bullshit.
Yeah, and it's just like, so you're telling me I should be watching this when there's a beautiful piece of art here that you're just basically gonna shit on, as Hollywood, because that's what Hollywood does.
Pretty much, they did it with Wonder Woman, which Logan was gonna be was the first Academy Award nominated comic book movie, followed by Wonder Woman, which one of those two should have fucking got it. Yeah. Even Avengers back then should have fucking got it. It wasn't the best story cinematically. It's still, I'm doing my review, my movie reviews, going through all the phases right now. Looking at it, it wasn't like the best visual movie, but
acting, and, like visually, just everything, the writing, like what movie? Batman Begins. I just watched Batman Begins. That movie is incredible.
Going back and look at it now, because I did about 2 weeks ago. Because when I first watched it, I was like, I don't know, it's all right. But the story, The story grips you.
Yeah, like because I was texting Flicks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think Nolan is the master of the first act being past and present, going back to Bruce falling, then going back to Bruce training, present.
Mm-hmm.
All the cuts all the way to Act 2 when Bruce finally comes home and he makes Batman. And I was just like watching it, just like, and like, of course, I'm like quoting the whole goddamn movie because I know that movie by heart. And the wife's like, "Shut up! I know you know the movie. Who you trying to impress?" I was like, "Me."
Nolan, honestly, he's a craftsman. He respects whatever genre he gets into. He goes head on to research because like he said on his YouTube, it was a YouTube interview I seen about 3 years. It was about 3 years ago, and he was talking about why you such a good director. He goes, I feel like I'm just a director who does good work. He goes, I do my research. He goes, whatever I go into, I do my research. He goes, when it came to Batman, he goes, I read lots and lots of Batman comic books. I talked to the creators, I talked to the company, I talked to artists. He goes, and I want to capture not Batman, I want to capture Bruce Wayne. He goes, because no one has ever captured Bruce Wayne. Everyone knows it's a Batman, beautiful. He goes, the only beautiful Bruce Wayne I've ever seen was Michael Keaton's. He goes, he captured Bruce Wayne to the T. He goes, sure, he looked good in the costume. He goes, I want to capture Bruce Wayne. I want to capture a kid who grew up without his parents, who was angry, who wanted revenge on the world, not just criminal. He wanted revenge on the world. He goes, I want to have Superman in there. And they told me flat out no, that they have plans for Superman.
Well, yeah, and then that's when so I found out that there was supposed to be a fourth Nolan movie.
Yeah,
And,
he said that.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a fourth one, but Bell was even like, Nolan was like, we told our story, we went from point A to point B,
And he pretty much did.
Yeah, and I can't wait to rewatch Dark Knight Rises. That's probably my least watched of the Dark Knight trilogy.
Which one?
Dark Knight Rises.
Same.
Like, I've seen Dark Knight billions of times. Like, billions. Like, I know that movie. I could tell you everything about that movie. I could probably reenact that movie in front of you.
You're not.
We're going to be here all fucking night, folks.
No, I'll fall asleep. Are you done yet? Shit. I know the fucking movie. Just run it.
And, Batman Begins is like Dark Knight, though. I can't wait to rewatch just because that's going to be on my plate tonight. But what I'm doing is I'm watching the movie. So I watched Batman Begins. Then I rewatch Batman Begins with the director's commentary. So I'm going to go watch Dark Knight, then rewatch it with the director's commentary.
So in other words, you're like me. You'll watch the movie the first time through. When it comes on Blu-ray or DVD, whichever one I get first, or throw it on Vudu, I'll go and watch the director's commentary just so I can hear, the different shit what they were supposed to do. The funniest one I think I've seen so far was the Tropic Thunder. The voice commentary. Because remember how Robert Downey Jr. when he played his role, he said he doesn't break character until the DVD ends, and that's exactly what he did. During that commentary, he went back into character, and he was getting Jack Black so pissed off. It's all good, baby. You ain't gotta be mad. Jack was pissed. You could just hear it. Go this way, bro. It'll take us a little roundabout right here, and we can keep talking shit.
Yeah, but I love Tropic Thunder. But no, the reason why I used to always do movie commentaries all the time. I love movie commentaries. I love finding the little niches when a director or a writer's like, hey, yeah, this scene was supposed to go this way, but we didn't have no money, so we just did it this way, Yeah. And the reason being is because my wifey, my kid likes Chucky, and they went back and rewatched all the Chucky movies, but with the movie commentary.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that I was like, oh, that's cool. Then I went back and started doing that. I was like, oh, let me get my favorite movies and rewatch the movie commentary again. And it's like a podcast, but you're watching in a screen.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like a podcast.
Yeah, so I think movie commentaries will be on its time. Some commentaries though are not so great.
Transporter.
Arnold ones especially.
Oh god, did you ever see the Arnold, the one that he did years later for Total Recall?
Yeah.
Oh,
There I am.
fucking boring.
You see that? That's me.
I was like,
Yes.
what? Yeah, we see that you big head fucker, you.
Oh yeah, look how strong I am.
That's what folks are not kidding. That's what he was literally doing. I'm like, goddamn, dude, come on, talk about the movie. We don't care.
Oh, I remember this scene. We had chicken that day on the set. Before I did 20 reps. Well, can you tell us about the movie? Oh, I'll tell you about the chicken.
Oh my god! I after a while I had to turn it because I was laughing so goddamn hard, but after a while I was getting so goddamn mad because I was like,
Tell me about the movie.
please talk about the fucking movie. And Jason Statham too, when he did the damn commentary for the first Transporter movie. Oh,
I'm Jason Statham, and
he needs to learn how to give commentary, dude. He really does. Him and the screenwriter were doing the commentary, and it was like long silences, and then they would laugh about certain things, and then they would talk about it. You're like, oh, that's cool. Silence. I'm like, yeah. Let me go back to the regular audio.
What commentary was it? So this is Star Wars now. So what was it called? The Force Awakens. It did not have a movie commentary on it like previous Star Wars movies have with George when he went back and did movie commentary for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Force Awakens came. I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear JJ's movie commentary.
He didn't. He wasn't on there, was he?
No, he didn't do. They didn't have one when it came out on Blu-ray.
There's my mama.
Mama.
Let's score, mama.
And they didn't have one, so all of us were like, aw, no movie commentary. And then they were like, hey, we're releasing Star Wars Force Awakens in 3D on Blu-ray, and it's coming with a JJ commentary. So I was like, fucking sold. I fucking went and bought that box set, and oh my god.
Was it good or was it bad?
It had its moments, but he's very thanky, if that makes sense.
No.
So and so that did this scene. Oh, I gotta thank them. They're wonderful.
Oh.
They're great. They're amazing. I just don't know how I could have done it without them.
He sounds fake.
Praising them, and I was just like, okay, that's cool, but I want to know, oh, in this scene, our stunt coordinator, God bless her, she's just so great, and thank you, and I'm like.
Yeah, I'd chuck that fucking DVD outside, man. I'm like, come on. I think one of the coolest commentaries I've ever heard in a long time was Logan. That movie.
With Mangold?
Yes, that was good. He talks a lot of shit. He does. He talks a lot. I mean, but it was funny shit. But he also bagged on like the main MCU movies about their action. He goes, we were trying to get a movie that was just raw action. We knew that this was what's his name's brain fart.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's last movie. He goes, we want to get this one just as raw as possible. He goes, I think we killed it. He goes, a lot of those scenes. He goes, especially with Lil Daphne. She goes, there was some times where they nailed each other. We like, you guys, calm down. But they were all stop and laugh like, oops, sorry. He goes, yeah. He goes, that was pure raw emotion. He goes, I've been on other sets. He goes, yeah. He goes, too much choreography for me. He goes, I like raw. And you
get that in Logan.
Yeah, that was kind of a double whammy when he said it. He goes, I like it raw. I'm like, are you talking about the same thing?
I like it raw, baby.
I like it raw. I was like,
raw dog,
talking about the same thing, you nasty ass.
Ay, cochino.
That's what I was thinking, bro. Like, God, you nasty
raw,
motherfucker.
huh?
You like it raw.
How do you like it raw? Medium rare, or super.
But the other people were laughing too, because I think they were just like, you nasty bitch. Yeah, fucking Logan. I think Logan was one of my. Well, okay, I know we talked about this before. Top 3 comic book movies.
Oh God, now?
Top 3. Just
All right.
give me 3.
Okay. I got this. Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame.
Okay.
Superman 2 Richard Donner cut.
Nice.
Oh yeah, good cuts there, right?
Good. Good choices.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
for mine, huh?
I'm sorry.
Mine, number 1 is Winter Soldier. Love Winter Soldier. That one did it for me. Second one, I know people are gonna be like, what? Blade.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Blade. Third, Logan.
I thought you'd go Blade 3.
Well, I was. It was right now. The third one was either gonna be a toss up between the first Hellboy and Logan, because I love the first Hellboy. I love the story. I love the costumes, the music. They did a good job of copying the Hellboy world. They told a precise story, but then again, Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
I think that's not how you say it, but Mike Mignola. We're gonna butcher your name for a little bit. He was the one of the executive producers. He was gonna make sure that shit got translated well.
And what fucking happened in that David Harbour movie? Ugh.
I watched 5 minutes of that.
I got 30 minutes in. And
you're a better man than me.
I think I got 30 minutes in, and okay, I understand cussing. You know, we cuss like sailors.
Yeah.
But when it feels forced, and the blood guts feel forced, you know, because the movie was rated R, but they definitely try to be like, oh, fuckity, fuck, you know, blood, blah, blah. I was like, there's sometimes when that moment where that works in a movie or a show, like the Harley Quinn show, they knew how to use the curse words and knew how to use the blood and gore.
It was part of the story.
Yeah, and this one was kind of like, oh, hell yeah, we got an R, guys. Yeah, we got Hellboy. He's gonna cuss.
But if folks read the comic book, that's not Hellboy.
Yeah, and
he watches his like. If you read the comics,
yeah.
or you've read a few, you know he still, you know, his dad didn't cuss. His human father who adopted him, he didn't cuss. So even when he tried to cuss, he was in the back of his mind like, oh damn, I got to watch my mouth. Even after his dad was gone, he was like, I got to watch my mouth. And that's what made Hellboy. But that's what I got too. So much damn cussing that wasn't even needed.
The character,
no.
You know, like with Logan, totally.
Oh, Logan.
Look, like I remember the first time I saw that movie, and all the joys inside my heart was in the starting when he's in the limo, and they're trying to fucking jack his wheels. And he's like, hey guys, you can't strip those. And then all of a sudden, like, they fuck him up, and he gets real mad. He's like, oh, motherfucker! Oh.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Let's go grab a burger.
I was like, are you okay?
Yeah, let's go grab a burger. I wasn't trying to announce it on here because, you know, because the wife, I know she's cooking. I know she's cooking.
No,
but
she's not right now.
Okay, let's go get a burger. Let's go get a burger or something. I'm over here going like this, folks. One.
He's trying to make what do you want to go?
Like a biting sound, like a biting motion, and he's sitting there looking at me like, huh?
You okay?
You going nuts now, ain't you, motherfucker? You half-breed ass.
You finally fucking lost it.
Oh, which side is coming out? The black, white, mine? Which one? Which one? Oh, that's the Mexican.
That's a good moment for the podcast right there, because I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're like, what are you doing?
I thought you wanted me to make that. I was like, what does this have to do with Logan?
He eats coochie. That's what he does. He eats that beaver like nonstop. He eats squirrel. He's getting.
I lost my train of thought, but well, I'll say this.
We're all over the place right now. It's all good.
God loves, man kills.
Oh, shout out real quick to the girl from Dutch Bros.
Oh, yeah.
I know you ain't gonna listen to this. You say, I'm gonna come listen. If you do listen, here's your shout out. We didn't get your name, but next time when we go to Dutch Bros, you got to give us a free hookup, okay? Because we mentioned you to the Dutch Bros girl. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes. I'm actually awake because Big Daddy Lou, like,
you're awake now,
I was like, hey.
He was, folks. He talking about. I said, can I drive? Oh yeah. And if we go get Dutch Bros, we'll be all right. Oh my God. I was like,
now
now he's up. He's fucking up.
Let's do this. Fucking hey. Like Logan when he puts his fucking claws through those dudes' heads brought all the joy in my life.
Me too, because that was Logan. That was what Wolverine is about, the violence. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the next X-Men movie, because right now they're in casting mode. They're full-fledged casting right now. I guess they got the cast for the next Fantastic Four movie, because they did issue a release date. I guess they got the cast. I guess they're going to all get ready to start.
We shall see.
Post production, production. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
And I realized too, like after reading God Loves, Man Kills, I was like, oh, I wish I saw this on the big screen. And then I was like, bitch, that's X-Men 2.
Pretty much, it's X-Men 2.
But Stryker's not a reverend.
Where you want to go eat?
I don't know. But it's Jack in the Box.
Sure, why not?
I don't know why I went this way.
I don't know why either. You have it.
but yeah, fucking have it. Yeah, but I was like, oh, this would be great on the big screen. I was like, oh, they did kind of do this. But in the story, Stryker's a reverend, and he's fucking nuts. And what I really like about Stryker in the comic book was, like, every time they're like, why would you do this to mutants? We are human too. He just quotes Bible scripts. Of like, oh, you know, this psalm and this psalm, and it was just like, oh, that's so eerie. You fucking Bible freak, you know.
It's weird, but you know, when I first read the story years ago, I was like, God damn, man, this is fucking fucked up. How people, when Chris Claremont writes, he tries to write during that time period about what's going on. But if you read this story, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, okay, when was this book made? The book was made in the early '80s. But you would think that with what's going on today.
Oh, I texted you. Remember, I texted you immediately. I was like, everything in this book is eerily what's going on right now.
Yes.
Like it's sad. It's disgusting. It's heartbreaking. But everything that's going on in this story, Chris Claremont, fucking hats off to you for still writing a damn good story that's gonna stand the test of time.
Yes, and it is. It's a fucked up. It's a fucked up, beautiful story. That's all I'll say, folks. You got to read it. It's on Comixology. They even have the motion capture movie where they go panel by panel on YouTube. So someone actually broke down the panels, and it plays out like a little cinematic movie on YouTube. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. If anything, it's gonna bring some damn tears to your eyes about how beautiful the story is, and the side-by-side comparison between that book and today's society.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where Zack Snyder tried to do the same thing with Watchmen, but there's a lot of things in Watchmen I was like, you could have cut this out. You could have cut this out. You didn't need to have the Black Freighter part of the ultimate cut. That's 3 hours and 30 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, this is cool. You know what I mean? Like, I like the fact that you're trying to be real pure and deep to what Watchmen was, by panel with the comic book, but it's a little bit like too much, you know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah, because I like and dislike Watchmen, if that makes sense. It's like one of those movies, like some days when it's on, it's like, oh, I'll watch this, and some days I'm like, it's not. I would never be like, hey, let's watch Watchmen. I got 3.5 hours to kill,
I mean, the comic book, I love the comic book. I mean, comic book it was nuts. I remember when I was reading it, when I first read it when I was a kid. I was a kid. I was like in junior high during that time, and fuck, all I gotta say is that when I read it, it was during the Cold War. It was during the time when shit was fucked up. That we at any time we were just thinking, okay, who's gonna launch a goddamn missile? Who's gonna be first? And woo, it won the Eisner. It won so many goddamn comic book awards, but the Eisner is like the biggest one you can ever get for the comic book world. I think it won it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and I love the book, but I'm really glad that Zach changed the ending. Because for me, I think now though, comic book me's like, man, get the big fucking octopus thing in New York, put that motherfucker everywhere. But I like the ending in Zach's version more.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the ending?
It was good. It was good. It was either he gave Dr. Manhattan the choice. Either you kill me or I'm gonna tell the world exactly what the fuck happened here. Um, I know there's supposed to be like off TV another shows a show. Wasn't there a show?
There is a show. I have access to HBO.
Mm-hmm.
It's there, but like it's just one of those things. Like I haven't brought myself to watch Watchmen yet. I want to, but I have not watched it yet.
I know DC invited Alan Moore to. I mean, right now, yeah, they got that before Watchmen. That has nothing to do with his story whatsoever. What he wanted. They asked Alan Moore if he would be interested in doing his version of a before Watchmen, and he's like, I have no interest of ever dealing with you fuckers ever again.
Yeah, and like
Alan Moore is done with comics.
They did remember that he got mad too when they're like, because there is before Watchmen that came out.
Yeah.
And they're doing a prequel Rorschach series with Tom King, and I'm like,
leave it alone.
Like it's just like I read the before Watchmen. Then they're like Doomsday Clock. Doomsday Clock was cool, but one, it took fucking forever to come out.
No shit, I lost interest even reading that damn book because now we're getting the collector's editions over there at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
now.
It's a 12-issue run. It took like over a year and a half for every single issue came out. Jeff Johns was writing on it, and I'm just like, okay. Then like, and I'd be at cab. He's like, oh hey, Doomsday issue 10's out. I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't even read 9. When was the last time I even read Doomsday Clock? Fuck, they finally put out those books. But before we eat, you ready to get out of here?
No, let's keep going. Shit, we got an hour. Let's go an hour.
Let's go an hour.
Hell yeah.
You want to go an hour? You okay? Fine.
Well, we got lots. We gonna eat something. We got plenty to talk about shit. Hell yeah.
Well, Stargirl. Have you caught up?
No, I've not caught up on Stargirl.
Goddamn, bro. Oh, I love that show.
Folks, we're gonna put you on hold real quick because we supposed to order some shit. Okay, hold on. Let's find the damn button. Oh, got pushed aside because you don't have that enabled. Damn it. And that right there. And hold on, folks.
Damn, that was good. Oh, that was good.
Motherfucking tacos.
And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't discover this. Big Daddy told me about this. If you go to Jack in the Box and say, no cheese, they make them tacos fresh.
Yes, they will make them fresh because if not, they will, because they already have all the tacos made, the regular tacos that they're gonna make with the cheese in them, and sometimes them some bitches are just sitting on the warmer for hours. I'm not bullshitting. They're sitting there for fucking hours. If you tell them fresh, they got to make them fresh, and they taste so much better.
I am getting my tacos like that from now on.
Hell yeah.
That was delightful. Like every bite was like, oh yeah, motherfucker.
You're actually fresh and not soggy.
Oh. And the taco itself is actually crunchy.
Some good shit.
Oh my goodness, that is some damn good shit. I'm gonna do that all the time. I'm gonna walk and be like, I want 100. No cheese. Just be that asshole.
But you can hear it in their voice and you say no cheese. Oh.
Shit.
I'm gonna make them fresh. You fucking right.
You just like, motherfucker. I'd be that guy too. There's always that one item on the menu that's always a bitch. Somebody always has to order it, and you're like, yeah, punk. Is of course you wanted this one. Of course. It's
or my favorite one too. Go to Burger King. I want a Whopper, made fresh, please. Oh, okay. Because they have to make it fresh. They have to, as soon as they hear fresh, they have to throw down that patty and start. They have to make it fresh. If not, I used to work at Burger King. I know how long the fucking burgers are sitting there. Exactly.
That's why I don't ask. Because I've been with food for a very long time. I understand there's some points where you can have it sitting in the juice water. Mm-hmm. Then you throw it on a quick grizzle to warm it up a little bit. Then you throw it on the patty, but boom. And I worked in kitchens that serve hundreds of thousands of people a day, so it's logical. But once you get that one person like, I want it fresh,
and I will be that one fucking person because I used to work in the kitchen too, and I know exactly how long that goddamn.
Well, mine is when I know who's cooking, I'm like, oh fuck, I ain't gotta worry. Like I had some what did I have today? some pork and beans, fresh homemade pork and beans with bacon bits, and pork teriyaki whatever chicken. And
damn,
that was one bad motherfucker.
That sounds hella good.
And the problem I have too is like when we serve, we have to do one plate at a time. It's not like buffet style anymore.
Yeah.
You know, now I have to go like 3 units and I have 3 plates. And I'm like this is like I look like the fat kid because I'm like, oh, that looks good. Oh, can you just put it on my plate? You know we can't. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like walking with like 3 or 4 plates back to my table, and then like I see these football players are like, you don't need that. I'm like, fuck you.
That's why I used to work in the U.S. I used to love working in the back kitchen. They was like, Phil, you want to work at Mountain Jacks and one of these other spots? No, no, not anymore. I want to be in the back. And you go back there, you ain't got to hear shit. You just got to get those big old vat cookers, make the soup, throw everything together, mashed potatoes, and just put it in pans. And here, it's all ready. Go for it. Can you take it out there? Nope. I sure in the hell can't. You come back here, run back and forth, and get your own shit. We would just go and stand and watch the madness of them running back and forth and the pans and shit piling up, and they had to go take them back to the dishwasher, and we would just be sitting there saying,
I was telling somebody, I was just like, I've been working before we even opened anything. So, like, going through the kitchen was kind of sad because there's nothing going on. But that first day, when those ovens started and the bakery started and everything, that first day when we were opening to actually serve the athletes, oh, my God. I forgot how much I love the smell of a kitchen. You know, when
so good.
Yeah, when
so
like
good.
because I've been walking through that bitch every single day. Nothing. You know, nothing. And I come downstairs. I'm like, yes. Oh, we're open. We're open.
Okay. I want to do something real quick.
Okay.
I want to bring up something that just happened on my alert.
Okay.
Trump wants second stimulus checks to be more than $1,200. Experts question what? Hold on.
If you give them my money, they'll vote for me.
Experts question whether that's the right relief. President Donald Trump said in a recent interview that he wants a second stimulus check. If I'm gonna talk shit, I should do it right, huh? Okay. Fish face motherfucker said in a recent interview that he wants a second stimulus check to be more than $1,200. The maximum sum is one area Democrats and Republicans are discussing as they battle over how much money to provide Americans, and experts question whether raising the total amount of one-time checks would be effective. So how much does he want to raise this to? He wants to raise it to a $1,200 plus a extra $600 a week for unemployment, and no. Second stimulus checks would be up to $1,200 for individuals or $2,400 per married couple plus $500. So basically, it's the same one as before, but also on the one he said, he's calling for $1,000 stimulus checks for both adults and children with valid Social Security numbers. So I would lose money, but you would gain money. So you and Shannon both would probably be getting $1,000 each plus $1,000 for baby girl.
I'm gonna go work on the second child right now. I'll be right back.
Who child can I borrow real quick?
But walk in that door and I'm just gonna look at Kathy. I'm like, you little money maker. I don't know. Look at Shannon. I'm like, come here, girl. We're gonna make our third one. No,
real quick.
She's like, third one. I was like, oh yeah, I got a second baby mama.
I'll go get some of my godchildren real quick. I'm gonna borrow them for a little bit. Okay, just sign them over real quick. What's going on? Just
shut the fuck up and sign them over.
Just please.
But it's kind of weird. You could be like, hey, can I see your child?
Can I see your child?
Can I borrow your child for a while?
Realize what they're like, wait a minute, what about us? What about you?
What about you? You signed it over.
Yeah, you signed it over for a little bit of mine.
And that's when we see Big Daddy in a fur coat and gold chains and.
Oh hell no. Hell no.
Oh shit.
You see me in overalls.
Overall, hey guys.
What's going on?
I bought a farm. Buying a farm wouldn't be bad though. That's a lot of work, but seems like something you would do.
Oh, I would. I could live on a farm. I just got to I would strictly sell medicinal.
Yeah, baby.
I would sell medicinal. I'd have to hire all kinds of security guards though, because I always hear stories of folks who live in Colorado who have medicinal farms. Motherfuckers always trying to raid the farm. I'm like, do you really want to get shot over some fucking weed like that? Just wait until it goes to the damn to the place.
People want it for free. You know what I mean?
They always want something for free, and then they talk about us.
Like I want shit. Make comic books free.
Oh, if they made comic books free, I'd be happy as a runaway slave with that one.
Yeah, that's why you borrow my books. You know, I was talking to somebody. I was like, "There's only one person in the whole world I'll let borrow a book, and it's Big Daddy.
That's right.
Nobody else. Once in a while, Flicks, but Flicks he usually does the graphic novels because he wants to get the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it. But you're the only person I let borrow single individuals because I know I'll get them back nice and safe because you treat my stuff like the way you want your stuff treated.
You damn right. Shit, I'm really surprised you haven't said, "Hey, can I borrow all your old X-Men?"
Oh yeah, but ever since Comixology's come into my life,
don't be fucking lazy.
No, I buy old books. That's why I have bits and pieces of God Loves and Man Kills of the issues. I have chapter 2 and chapter 4 because it was in those big books. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have those 2 individual ones I found in the wild. So I went on Comixology. It was like $5. You get all 4 chapters, and I was like.
But you know what though?
What?
Comixology ain't got the goddamn comic books I got.
I know.
I got old Chris Claremont 81, 82 issues.
Oh, so good. So good.
Oh yeah, I got that one with
That was on that that's why I think I missed that Marvel app a little bit more now. Because they go back to that time period. And Comixology, they're very selective on what, because you've been through it.
I have.
What's unlimited, what's not unlimited. What I really liked about Marvel was they released like 15 issues behind of a current series, or 10 issues behind of a current series, so it made it easier to read all the way to a certain point, pull out your books, read the rest of the books, then you're caught up. Just like how, but DC's one's annoying because DC's like 30 issues behind on current comic books.
But they had no problem dishing out all those the Milestone comics real quick.
Oh, they don't have those at all. I can't even find them on Comixology. Like, I was really surprised I could not find Icon. I was like, damn, man.
No, I thought they put Blood Syndicate on Comixology.
I can look for that, but no Icon. Like, and then like the Icon graphic novel I used to have. Well, I have some Icon comics, but a couple of the Icon graphic novels I used to have, but I had to sell them to Bookmans because I needed some money at one point. And now those books alone are going for hundreds of dollars, just the trade paperbacks. So I'm just like, fuck, man.
I saw how much all my because I got almost every single issue of the original runs of the Milestone books. I got all the first issues. I definitely Static #1. Goddamn, $300, any condition.
Yeah, it's just like Icon's not really that expensive because they printed out a shit ton of those in those collector's editions. Because I have like 20 of those collector's editions. I've won on bids, and now like you can't get it. You cannot. Yeah, like I can make a paper house with all the Icon comic books I have of that issue #1. Comes with the trading card and shit like that.
Oh, big rumor about the Milestone 2.0 release. Yeah. Big rumor. Neil Gaiman is interested in Static.
Motherfucker.
Because he said that, because I remember years ago it was an issue #9 because he read all the Milestone books, and he said Static was his favorite one. He was like, he even said Static is going to be the new hero of this age. And he fucking praised it. He praised it up and down, and the writer, of course, Robert Washington III, he passed away. He got sick and he passed away, which is too bad. But Neil Gaiman, that's the rumor. He said when Milestone 2.0 starts up, he is interested.
My number's open. Man, I wish I can get a gig like that. Be like, I could just say shit, but like, man, I wish I was part of this project and have such a high profile name. Then you hear that phone call like, hey, I heard you're interested. Oh, fuck yeah, I am. I said it on the podcast. It's like Homeboy that's playing Blade now. What's his face?
Martial Ali.
Yeah, like he called Marvel. He's like, hey, I want to be Blade. Shit, all right, Oscar winner, motherfucker.
And yeah, and no, I didn't know that motherfucker was that big. You know what's funny? Because on what's it called? God damn it! On Predator, on Predators was my first time seeing him, and you know he looked like he was the height of everybody else. And then I seen him when he was in the Hunger Games. Which one was it?
Speaking of Hunger Games, do you have our second Hunger Games?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one. And that's when he was in. When he was escorting Katniss around.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Well, it's so weird because I would love Wesley Snipes to come back, but I feel like, okay, well, if you're going to build a franchise with someone younger, you know, might as well get somebody to that high profile.
Yeah.
But when you mentioned Blade as one of your top 3 picks of comic books movies, I want to hear everybody else's top 3 picks.
Me too. That'd be interesting.
Put it in the comments below of your top 3. Mine is Dark Knight, Endgame. What was the third one I said?
Dark Knight, Endgame, and...
Oh my God, why can't I remember? Oh, Superman 2, Richard Donner cut.
Yeah.
Yes, those are my top 3.
Mine was Winter Soldier, Blade, and Logan.
Yep, there we go. Our top 3. And if you said top 10, that's a whole other fucking story. Like, yeah. I'm sorting shit around in my head for like a top 10.
And let's put it this way: we don't want to care. I don't give a shit. It's not for debate about that movie was shit. I don't care if it was shit. That's my top 3. That's his top 3. Don't shit on what other people like, because your comments will be fucking deleted. That's bullshit. You like what you like, and that's it.
Motherfucker.
Goddamn, I hate that shit. Everything has to be up debate nowadays. Well, why did you like this? Do I really have to give you a fucking reason?
I used to do that to you bad, though.
Oh, yeah. But see, I used to love arguing with you about that. No, that was Doug's ass.
Oh, God.
Well, Philip
Huggin, me and him are arguing right now about...
what's this one?
The Zack Snyder cut.
Of what?
The Zack Snyder cut. The Justice League movie.
Oh.
It's coming out next year.
I have no interest.
I'm fucking excited.
You let me know how it is. I just have no interest. I'm sick of these cuts. They should have just done this shit right the first fucking time. Well,
the movie is like, if I heard rumors right, the movie's sitting at 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Goddamn, what did they do? Put in the deleted porn scenes or what?
Something. I like, and they took, I guess.
Okay, now I am interested.
Yeah, 3 hours and 30 minutes is what's being told his cut's gonna be. Also, he has gotten rid of all of Joss Whedon's scenes. And he even said at JusticeCon, this is why Flix got angry, at JusticeCon, that was this past weekend with Comic-Con coinciding, he was in a panel and he said, he goes, yes, all of Josh's stuff is gone. I will blow the fucking movie up and burn that motherfucker to the ground to have any of his shit in my movie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
God damn. Like that?
Like that. He'll burn that fucking film to the ground.
Okay, I gotta go find this. I gotta go find that. What?
JusticeCon.
JusticeCon. Okay.
Zack Snyder's panel. Ray Fisher has a panel. He talks more about Josh, but he's like, because of the disclosure agreement, can't say more. They talked to the guy Ray Parker that is playing Darkseid's voice. JusticeCon. It's a YouTube page. Check him out. Like they drop a lot at this con, and they finally. So before we get out of here, this was the cool thing. Is you remember that scene that was released when Justice League was coming out, and it was a scene where Alfred is in the garage working on Bruce's car, and all of a sudden he hears, and then he sees somebody walking.
Yeah,
and he's like, "He said you would come." So in that original deleted scene that they put out, like someone put out a long time ago, he was in his red, yellow, blue suit. In Zach's version, he's gonna actually be wearing the black suit.
And this is
And this is they show the scene, and it's the same one, but it shows Alfred. He looks up and he goes, he said you would come, and he's like, so your name's Alfred, and he's in the actual black and silver suit. So
Okay.
So like people looking? Oh.
No, I'm sorry, folks. It's a damn shame that
we haven't pointed out no cops because there's always just too many at this point.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking nervous around police now.
Po.
People say, well,
don't do no crimes.
Yeah, I love that shit. Well, don't do no crimes. Just obey. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't change my color of skin.
No, we can't, and I'll say it loud and proud. Brown is beautiful.
Brown is beautiful. Well, I'm a pasty brown white.
Motherfucker with brown. Shut up. Oh no, you are kind of. Well, see, I'm tanned right now. Yeah. You can see, look, if I put my. Yeah, see, I'm tanned right now. Yeah, this shit.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, your ass, boy, you need some.
Pasty.
You pasty. You are the first pasty ass
native
Navajo I've seen in a long ass. What's wrong with you?
My dad always gives me shit.
Your dad's dark.
My dad's dark.
He's darker. He's darker than me.
He's the Dark Knight.
God damn. Yeah, he is original. He is the native Dark Knight. God damn. He's always out in the sun.
Yeah, because he's always fishing.
So he's fishing or fixing shit.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And
here's the sun always in the goddamn house.
And I see the sun. I'm like,
hissing at the damn sun. Evil. There it goes. Justice Con 2020. So I'm gonna leave this.
There you go.
I'm gonna leave this on fucking standby.
And if you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description below.
Yeah, do that, bro. Do that for them. Oh, so that's what you were talking about right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is pretty.
And also, too, he's going back. You know how? Okay, before we go, well, we have to keep saying before we go. In the big final battle.
Yeah.
In Russia, and how the color look off.
Mm-hmm.
That reddish color.
Yeah.
That's fucking going. That was a Joss thing.
Good.
So it's gonna be.
Okay, you're doing this on purpose.
What?
You fucker. Now I am interested in watching.
I do the same thing with you, the comic books.
Son of a bitch. You boy.
They better release this shit on Blu-ray too.
I hope they do.
Just because I want it for the collection. It's part of history. This is one of those things. Remember, we're like, they ain't gonna release no Snyder cut. WB cut its losses, And then they're like, well, we got this HBO Max, and it's supposed to be a bad motherfucker. How do we get people to subscribe to it? Give them the Snyder cut.
Of course. And well, we talked about this last time. Netflix purchasing Millar World. Mark Millar is officially one of the Netflix executives, and they're pretty much translating all his comic book properties to Netflix.
Well, it's so weird, like in this boom period with all these streaming apps.
Mm-hmm.
Now all these streaming apps are buying up into like IP like crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's like the back of the day when that first X-Men movie dropped, and every studio bought every fucking IP they could, and that's why we lived in a day when everyone's like, oh, well, the Avengers, okay, and like, well, where's Spider-Man? Well, Sony's got him. Well, where's the X-Men? Fox got him,
Yeah.
Now we're slowly where Disney's like, we bought Fox. Hey, Sony, you're next.
No, Sony ain't gonna cave in.
I think Sony will cave in.
Sony ain't gonna cave in. And I stand correct about a certain Netflix property I kind of said too wrong. Mark Millar, yes, Superior, that is going to be coming out here sometime in 2022. But I made an assumption about Top Cow Productions, who make Witchblade and stuff like that. They are not going to be selling to Netflix. What they're going to be doing is that they're going to be making movies through Top Cow Productions to be movies to be released on Netflix. But Netflix will not have any licensed part of them whatsoever.
Wow, you had to backtrack yourself because that was last week's podcast.
That was, yeah. Well, several people have sent me DMs and they called me on that shit, and I was like, well, I apologize. Thank you for the correct heads up. And
then you looked at it, you're like, motherfucker.
Oh no, they weren't mean about it at all. They were like, hey, guys, wanted to check you on your information, and I was like, oh, okay. I texted them, thank you back, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I never get fact checked because I'm always right.
Don't you even start that shit again, bitch.
Hey, it's okay. I'm so smart. It's amazing. It's great.
That shit
no
that you
fact
told me that
checks.
one damn day. Oh, I'm right, so I'm proving right. Boy, I want to push you out your own car that day when you said that. I'm
Okay, no, that's fake news. That's the past. The past is fake news. Everything I've done touching little girls, that's the past. That's fake news. I had to get my jab.
It's all good. I got mine in the other day with his punk ass on that live cast. Oh yeah, which I'm still hearing shit about to this day.
We're gonna get more live videos out there now that Big Daddy knows how to use the StreamYard.
Yeah, I actually I think what it was, I was just being lazy. Like someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good though. I was like,
Well,
I got
that's
on.
another
I was like,
podcast.
Whoa. What, laziness?
Yeah.
Shit, no shit.
But I'm KMB the Sexy Ninja.
This Big Daddy coming at you.
And when in doubt, fuck your couch.
And go like and subscribe. Yoo-hoo.
Now, share with grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. Now, fuck your couch.